Hello, everybody. I'm Rob,
And I'm Andy.
and we're the Royds. And here on the Royds Revue podcast, we like to stress honesty and openness. So we'd like to issue a formal apology. For last week, we said it was the end of Francis Ford CoppolAugust.
Yes, we were wrong on two fronts. Is not the end of Francis Ford Coppola It's also not the end of August.
Turns out neither of us know how to read a calendar.
Correct.
So because of that, we have subjected ourselves and now you, the listener, to our songs about the movie Jack, starring Robin Williams.
Yes. Now we don't take this lightly at all. So if you check under your chair, you will find a DVD copy of the movie Jack.
So we'll take a moment while you check under your desk at work or your car seat whilst you're driving.
Feel free to pull over, be safe about it.
Hello, and welcome to the Royds Revue podcast. I'm Rob.
And I'm Andy.
And as you heard before, we are doing this week Jack. That was really smooth, right?
Not at all, Robbie.
We are doing Jack starring Robin Williams. Andy, how are you?
I am good. Robbie, how are you?
I'm good as well.
My wife has been watching a lot of RuPaul's Drag Race.
Okay.
I think RuPaul is his name.
Ron Paul's Drag Race?
That's it. And I think it's hilarious. I've been doing it every 7 minutes where it's on, and I'm just like, something funny about these ladies.
Very good.
Yeah. Or I'll be like, it's not a woman at all. And the first two times she was like, that's pretty funny. And now it's like, like with every other joke I've ever done. You got to run that shit to the ground, baby.
I'd be watching it wondering, how are they going to drag race in those high heels?
Yeah, it's a dangerous sport.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, real quick, the synopsis of the movie Jack on Disney Plus is a mischievous 10-year-old boy lives life in a grown-up's body. But that's not the plot of the movie at all.
No. This is a very strange movie.
Yeah.
It's also like a giant husk of corn. It's the corniest fucking movie I've ever seen.
I thought you meant there was a literal husk of corn in the movie.
No. I think this is around the time where, like, Robin Williams is, we all know he's incredible. And in this, he's great. But, like, he's just a corn factory. And you see it around this time. Like, he did this, he did Patch Adams, he did, like, even The Fisher King. It's a good movie, but that shit's corny as fuck. He just loves that corn.
I guess. I don't know. I think these are just some of the roles he was playing at that time.
He just does a lot of corny shit.
Okay. I'm not going to disagree with you. Dude did Bicentennial Man.
That's true. Another
AI.
corn fest.
Yeah. I'm not going to disagree with you.
Yeah.
But, Andy, we're talking about the movie Jack.
Yes.
What year did this come out?
This came out in the year 1996.
Ooh.
Would you say that's a big year for movies?
I would say that's a pretty big year for movies because what I always ask for from my boyfriend, a hard 8 came out.
Wow. You are asking a lot. The average is like 5. Which is already so big.
Uh-oh. Oh, a movie about my cousin, City Hall.
Very good. Because Rob's last name is Hall, everybody.
Great, now I'm being doxxed. Now Andy and I are doxing.
I don't have a dog. Doxing is the joke there.
Very good. Very, very good.
this is not a very big year for movies because I don't know any of this. Oh, Fargo.
Yeah, I was gonna say fucking Fargo.
How you doing there, boy? There, boy, there.
Oh, we've got a good thing here, Norm.
Yeah, good stuff. That's a great movie.
Hey, Space Jam came out.
Go on and slam, and welcome to the slam.
Nice.
Go on and jam.
That's a movie about them making jelly in space. They're like, oh, it's floating all over the place.
Very good. My preserves.
Homeward Bound 2, Lost in San Francisco.
Nice. Oh, Scream, former episode. Well, it's still an episode.
Yeah, it's currently an episode.
Yeah.
Well, it's from like last year.
Yeah, from the boy am I spooked out of my George Jacoby. I really spooked Robbie something rotten.
I'm scared. Santa with muscles. That came out.
Yeah. Was that Hulk Hogan?
No, it's not, surprisingly. I really thought that would be.
Huh. How about what Robbie hears all the time? She cried no.
Oh, Jesus. How about what Andy hears all the time? Muppet Treasure Island.
Got me. Got me real good on that one. A Time to Kill. I believe that Samuel L. Jackson, when asked what his favorite movie that he's ever done was A Time to Kill. Which is a movie I have never heard of it. But it's got Sandra Bullock and Matthew McConaughey. You've seen it?
Yes.
Is it good?
It's very good.
Oh, okay. Well, good for everybody.
Kingpin.
I enjoy
the
that. The
Spider-Man villain. Or the Daredevil villain. Whatever it is.
He's originally a Spider-Man.
Yeah, I don't care. I said that for the nerds, and then I was right the first time, so it doesn't matter. So the stupid fucking virgins can get mad.
All right. Romeo and Juliet. This was, it says William Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet. So William Shakespeare directed this movie.
Wow. In 1996, huh?
Yeah.
You ever think you're an idiot?
Sometimes.
Yeah. You should. That's good.
But then I talk to you, Robbie.
And you know it.
Boy, I'm the smartest man alive. Mother, may I sleep with danger?
Why would you ask your mother who you could sleep with?
I don't know. It's a weird movie. It's got Tori Spelling.
Oh. Barbed Wire starring Pamela Anderson Lee.
A classic. I used to watch that when it was on the TV. And
that doesn't surprise me.
And I was like, boobies. Because I was like 9.
Oh, yeah, I get it.
Yeah. Remember when boobies were a big deal?
I still think they're a big deal. I love boobies.
I love boobies too, but it's like, if you see a boobie, like in the wild, and you're like, oh.
No.
Like if you catch it on...
mind. I immediately come. Boobies.
Man, that's funny. But I'm saying, like, I feel like just the internet has just taken the excitement away from boobies, you know?
I guess if you're a porn addict.
I mean, I'm not talking about porn. Like, just looking at, is boobies porn? I guess it's like softcore porn, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You think there's softcore porn addicts out there?
Yeah, you.
Yeah, that's true. Because the hardcore stuff is too much for me.
It's a little too bad. You keep watching that softcore porn going, it's non-habit forming.
Yeah. This one's safe.
Gator. Oh, The Legend of Gator Face.
That's about your cat.
Very good, because my cat's name is Gator.
Hey.
There's a movie called Vice Academy 5, and this actually looks like a pornography.
Pornography.
Very good. Sexy vice cops must stop a virtual reality prostitute's crime spree when a police commissioner's son somehow uploads her out of a naughty video game.
All right, next episode.
I totally would. I'm sorry.
The Man Next Door. That's Robbie's dream. You're gay. I'm calling you gay.
That's awesome, dude. That was really good.
Yeah.
All right. The bottom of the barrel has been reached. Oh, From Dusk Till Dawn, Mission Impossible, Independence Day. Previous episodes.
Yes. Happy Gilmore also came out of note, I guess.
The Island of Dr. Moreau. Okay, I'm done.
Oh, The Birdcage.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Also starring Robin Williams.
Yes. Wow, a big year for movies. Oh,
Yeah.
Mars Attacks.
Yeah. Ack.
Very good.
You know, both The Birdcage and Jack were based on French plays.
Really?
Yeah, Jack was called Jacques.
Very good.
Oh no! My baby growing 4 times as big as he should. Bonjour, je m'appelle Jack.
Very good, Rob.
Yeah.
Very good.
That's the French version of Jack.
I'm not clenching my fists in fucking fury.
Yeah, well, it'd be a weak fist anyway, you weak ass pussy.
You got me.
You know what I'm surprised about?
What's that?
Nobody on To Catch a Predator ever tried to claim they have the Jack disease.
Well, you ever see like the real Jack disease?
No.
I forget what it's called. It's real, but you don't look like a regular person.
No,
You
I
look
know.
like all
I
fucked
know.
up.
I was making a joke but thanks for you. Thanks. Way to no sell the joke one bit.
I'm a scientist.
Like, I'm actually surprised no one on To Catch a Predator went, I'm not 48, I'm 12, I just look 48.
Yeah, I mean,
all right, let's move on.
you could use it. I got him. I
don't get it.
That you could use that when you go on To Catch a Predator.
Oh, very,
Yeah.
very good. But that show's been canceled since like 2007
Really?
when that assistant DA shot himself in the head. So
Holy shit.
don't you look like a fucking moron, Andy?
I guess so. Holy shit. That's all news to me.
Yeah. That costume party. Did you notice that pig costume?
Yeah, it had a bunch of boobies.
Yeah, I was nutting.
Yeah, like you said before at the site.
Yeah, it was a sticky floor in the whole house.
Good. Golly gosh.
And then these women just start making fun of a woman for being fat. Like, she's fat.
And she's not.
I know she's not at
Fucking-
all.
Diane Lane. What are you talking about?
Yeah, she's getting fat. I don't see it. She's certainly not showing, if you ask me.
Yeah, like what the fuck are you saying? My first note is get this entire beginning scene out of here. It fucking sucks. And it's got one good bit, and it's when the guy dressed as cigarettes goes through the thing, and the guy's like, "Hey, you can't smoke it here." That's funny.
I think that's funny, but I also got a good laugh as the guy is the Tin Man setting off the metal detector.
Yes, but it just goes on a little too long.
The metal detector gag was really good, but that opening song is awful.
Yeah, that's 90s as fuck.
Also, you notice that the word shit is thrown in that song, right?
No.
Yeah, they say shit in the song, and it's just left in the movie.
Is the song about shit?
Yeah, it's like, look at that baby taking a shit. It's
Really?
green baby shit. No.
It's all mushy.
The baby's been eating his mushed up peas, and man, that smells so bad.
I think that the beginning of the movie could have just been like a compilation of news coverage on like, oh, this baby was born. He's like, 4 times, just like, let's get to it.
I say just open up with her being rushed to the hospital.
Yeah, and then like news coverage, and then boom, 10 years later.
But see, I don't even care about the news coverage because there was no news coverage. Just have them do that with the doctor straight up being like, that baby is going to be a big boy.
Sure. It's going to be a
Like-
big, hairy fella.
Yeah.
Big, hairy, whimsical fella.
I'm not a very tall man, but they're really giving Robin Williams some credit by constantly calling him 6 foot.
Are they? I didn't catch that.
Yeah, at one point, Diane Lane goes, yeah, he's 6 foot, 6 foot hairy 5th grader. I was like, 6 foot, huh? And then when he has his mugshot taken, he's standing at 5'10". I'm like, 5'10", huh?
Huh. How tall was Robin? I know he was He
Like
wasn't a big
5'6",
guy.
5'7", maybe.
Yeah. I mean, that's big for a fucking, what grade is he in?
Yeah,
Third?
fifth
Big for a
grade.
third grader. Fifth?
Yeah, he's supposed to be in fifth grade.
Oh yeah, you're in fifth. Yeah, 10 years old. You're in fifth grade.
That
was
I
in third grade.
think becomes an issue with this movie is Robin Williams is playing actual fifth grade, like actual 10-year-old, whereas the other kids were playing Hollywood 10 years old. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I also think it has a lot to do with how he's been homeschooled this entire time, and those kids are like real kids.
But like those kids at 10 years old were saying stuff that I was not saying at 10 years old.
Yeah, I don't remember, honestly.
Okay.
But
When the teacher's giving the assignment, Jennifer Lopez, she was really good in this actually, is giving the assignment to write what you want to be when you grow up. Do you remember what that kid says to her?
no.
I want to be a gynecologist.
Holy shit. No, I did not catch that. That's funny.
Jennifer Lopez goes, okay, but you're going to have a really good reason. And this fucking kid looks her dead in the eye and goes, you're the reason, Miss Marquez.
Holy fucking shit.
And I'm going, what are we doing here? You cannot say that.
Listen, this movie just went up a little bit. That's funny.
I was laughing my ass off. But like when I was 10 years old, I didn't know what a gynecologist was.
No. It wasn't, when you're 10, it's not about like vagina. It's about just like booby.
That kid like Louis, he like winks at a girl at one point.
Yeah.
And I wasn't being smooth and shit.
Yeah. But I remember there were like two kids in my grade that were like, oh, that guy's pretty smooth, you know?
No, when I was that old, no. All I remember was girls had cooties and we wanted to play baseball.
See, in fifth grade, it was around the time some of your friends would get girlfriends, and you were like, "What are you doing?" You know. At least that's my experience.
That wasn't my experience.
Yeah, I'd be like, "What are you doing, man? That's a girl." They're like, "Yeah, you'll catch up, buddy."
You'll get it when you're older.
Yeah.
These kids are incredibly 90s because the kid with the glasses has the great theory. Maybe his mom took fertility drugs, and instead of quintuplets, they formed into one giant baby.
Yeah. Gold.
I have to be honest, I was having a pretty good time for the first half of this movie.
Yeah, I don't think this movie's that bad.
No, I was surprised. I remember hating it as a child.
See, I remember loving it because I was just a kid, you know.
I think I hated it because I didn't get any of the jokes here.
Yeah, and Robin Williams throws a couple of jokes where it's like, that's not a 10-year-old joke.
Yeah, I mean, there are times when he can't help himself be Robin Williams.
Yeah. And again, it's what you want. That's why he's there, because you want Robin Williams.
But like when he starts throwing out references that kids wouldn't know, it gets to a point where it's like, what are you supposed to do?
Yeah, I have a couple. They're in my notes. We'll get to them when we get to them because I got a lot of notes for this one. But
so do I.
I really enjoyed the throwing the eyeball out the window gag because everybody's looking at him.
Okay.
He's a monster, and he fucking throws a gooey eyeball, and they're like, "Oh my god!" Like that's good stuff. That is good stuff.
I mean, but he's also at his most Robin Williams in that scene doing the Mork voice.
Yeah. It's a nice little callback.
Yeah.
But a lot of these jokes, like with Jack and his family, are like, oh, look at the 40-year-old doing things a kid would do. And I understand that that's what the movie is. But like after the fourth one, it's like, okay.
Yeah. After it got to a point where it's like, we get the joke here.
Yeah.
We get it. He wants to sleep with his parents. Ha 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 ha.
Don't we all?
Okay.
It's a weird incest joke.
Yeah, I understand.
Check out The Godfather Part 3. Did that last week.
When you were a kid, did your parents always used to threaten to get the big knife when you hurt something?
What, to like cut it off?
Yeah.
No.
See, when Bill Cosby, your idol, says to Robin Williams, all right, well, then I'm going to have to cut your leg off. He's like, no, that brought me back to my childhood. Because when I was a kid, anytime, if I was like, my arm hurts, my mom would be like, let me get the big knife.
That's good stuff.
Yeah, it was every time. And she
Yeah.
wasn't kidding. She turned me into Nebula.
Rob is a torso.
Cosby tells Jack's parents that he should go to public school. I think Diane Lane and husband,
Dad.
yeah, are
Yeah.
absolutely right not to want to send him.
Yeah. Because, I mean, look what happens.
Yeah.
But also, he gets friends.
Yes, he does. But you can have this kid live a sociable life. You could do that without subjecting him to the horrors of just school. Take him to the fucking zoo.
Yeah, go to a park.
Yeah, do
Yeah.
things with the kid. But, or you can't hold him back for the first 10 years of his life.
Yeah, and then set him free.
Yeah. But also, did you do nothing over the first 10 years to help him make friends?
Yeah, like, why are you locking him up in his room?
They're terrible
You know?
parents. They genuinely love their child, but they're awful.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, their house is fucking massive.
Yeah, the family situation gives off weird vibes to me. I
Yeah.
get the sense watching this that there was a subplot with the dad that got cut.
Yeah, because he's photographing boobies.
Right? It seems like there's something more to him that Disney, because this is a Disney film, and they were just like, no, 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 no.
Yeah, I don't know. I have a question about it in our famous segment, Cold Questions.
Ooh. But it does. It always feels like the dad is on the verge of like walking out. But like you never see them fight.
Yeah, and he's also like a pretty good dad.
Yeah.
Like when he's just talking to Jacques.
Oh no, daddy, I want to go to school. Can I have another glass of wine?
May I have the frog's legs?
Very good.
How do you like Ed Zachary disease?
You mean Zachley disease?
I thought it was Ed Zachary.
No, Zachley.
Oh, see, when I was a kid, we used to say Ed Zachary.
Oh, really? Because I've never heard that before.
Yeah, you'd say, "What do you got, Ed Zachary disease?" Because your ass looks exactly like your butt. Then I get beat up.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That was a great line. I had never heard that before, but I also like that one kid doing exactly what you just said. Like, he knows we're gonna get beat anyway. Like, what are we
Yeah.
doing?
Yeah. Also, Robin Williams is really good at riding a bike.
Okay.
He's doing a bunch of cool tricks,
Oh yeah.
like popping wheelies and shit.
See, that's the shit that I remember the cool 10-year-olds doing.
Yeah, hell yeah. I remember eating shit because I was trying to keep up.
Oh yeah, I ate
so
shit
fucking
before.
hard. Yeah.
I remember how long it took me just to go up a curb on a bicycle.
Yeah. I remember how long it took me to like not use both hands. Like I needed both
Yeah,
hands
I know.
on the steering at all times.
I still don't know if I could ride a bike with both hands off. I could never do that. That always freaked me the fuck out.
I haven't ridden a bike since the incident.
Oh, it's been a long time for me too.
Yeah.
Real quick, thank you so much for listening. If you want to send us some feedback, send us an email at roydsrevue@gmail.com. That's ROYDSREVUE@gmail.com.
You could also find our music on Spotify, iTunes, wherever you get your music by searching The Royds. That's ROYDS. We have 2 albums and a Christmas song. Hope you like it. When Jack blocks the kids playing basketball when he finally gets involved, right?
Yeah.
He gets the ball, but he doesn't take it back to the line. He just shoots it. That's against the rules.
No, it's not. Because
not?
on that play, it had not hit the rim yet.
Really? If you just grab it out of the air.
Yeah.
How does that work?
Those are the rules of like half court basketball. If they go up, if the team who has it goes to shoot and they never shoot and hit the rim, you're able to just grab it and throw it up, I think. What he is not allowed to do in basketball is just stand under the rim with his hands up like they had to do. That is against the rules.
But like if the ball never hits the rim, even so, like if you're playing a full court game, I thought the whole point of taking it back to the line is because you have to run to the other
Yeah,
net,
but it's
there is
different
no
because
other net.
it's half. It's a half court. I don't know.
I don't know. I mean,
It's also like
uh,
it's schoolyard basketball.
email in.
Yeah. Roydsreview@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Also, he's ragdolling these kids, and J-Lo is just laughing her
She's
ass
just
off.
eating it up. She's like, oh, he's fitting in. The kids are like, my arm.
Yeah, help them.
Yeah.
I know it's nice that he's fitting in and stuff, but he's going to hurt them.
Yeah. And then she's like, we should call your name. We should change your name from Jack, or we should change your name from Jacques to Shock.
Very good.
Thanks.
Also, I cannot believe he's spelling, and somehow he just misses the H in the letter when. I'm like, all right, you're trying a little hard now.
Yeah. What are you, an idiot?
Well, like, you either have to spell more words wrong. You can't just forget the H and when at 10 years old. When everything else was spelt correctly in script.
Yeah. And it should have been a bigger, more confusing word.
Yeah,
Than when.
I totally agree. Yeah. Well, come on.
Bill Cosby, right?
Yeah.
Shitty teacher.
Yeah, among other things.
Like what? What else did you do?
Pudding spokesperson.
Uh,
That first scene when he goes into the classroom, it felt like someone watched Billy Madison the year earlier and went, I could do this better. And then they couldn't. And then they failed.
No, yeah.
It feels like they said, I'm going to make Billy Madison with heart.
Yeah, that's pretty much what this is.
And no one said, that's not the best idea, but I guess it's an idea.
Well, apparently the backstory is Disney was like, hey, Robin, we're sorry about the whole thing with Aladdin. Because remember, he got pissed at Disney for using his name in the merchandising or whatever. Marketing, rather. And he was like, all right, fine, I'll do it, but I get to pick the director. And they were like, okay. And he picked Francis Ford Coppola because Coppola always wanted to work with Robin Williams. And they were like, okay, let's do it. So it was just like this is just an apology movie.
I like this idea that Disney would be like, oh no, Francis Ford Coppola.
Yeah.
You got us.
Yeah. Although this is very strange that the same guy who does this and what's the Vietnam one?
Apocalypse Now,
like a very dark trilogy, and also one of the darkest movies I've ever seen in Apocalypse Now. And then, I mean, there's other movies, but you got this. This is very strange.
Yeah, I mean, this is the guy, as we've seen, he did The Godfather.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
He also worked on the movie Patton when he was really young.
Did he?
Yeah, like that was the first Academy Award he won.
Damn.
And now he's working on, what's his new one that he's working on? Metropolis, where he's just like paying for it himself.
Yeah, he's like funding it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is, I think it's weird that like a lot of these big name directors often run into like budget problems, which is very strange to me. I feel like studios should be like, oh, Steven Spielberg? Yeah. Take our money to do what you want.
But the heads of studios and corporations are fucking stupid.
Sure does. Why? This might belong in questions.
Look, it started with a Y, so I'm going to assume yes.
Why would you put the 40-year-old kid in J-Lo's class? Maybe put him in like Miss Crabtree's class, you know?
Well, I don't understand. What's the difference?
I mean, J-Lo's a good-looking lady.
I know.
And it backfires pretty hard because he fucking smooches her.
Yeah, well, that's because he's a stupid fucking kid.
Right, but if you put him in a different class...
You know, Andy, I don't think women's looks are the problem.
Well, you got me there.
It is hilarious when they're like talking. She's like, can I have a red gummy bear? And the two girls are like, Miss Marquez and Jack sitting in it. She's like, hey, you know what? If you want to say I'm kissing J-Lo, I'm not going to be insulted.
Yeah. We dated for a little bit.
That's not true.
And she got really clingy though. She was like, "Oh, Andy, I think you're the one." I was like, "Lady, give me some space." You know?
Liar, liar. You're a piece of
Lance
shit.
for That's good stuff. I have a note that just says Franny Dresch. That's
She's
it.
awesome. That's another one. She, in this movie, she says to Robin Williams or Jack, and it's not the first mattress book I've given out. And I'm going, bullshit. A 1996 Fran Drescher is having any problems finding a man.
Yeah, and like they paint her as like this tragic, like loveless, like floozy, but it's fucking Fran Drescher.
I know. Get out of here with that. It's also, I feel incredibly bad for her in this movie.
Same. I have a note about it. Yeah. Cause like she has no idea that's a fucking 10-year-old.
None.
And she's just like throwing herself at him because he's listening.
Yeah.
You know, like it's just sad. I feel bad. And like she clearly loves her son, right? Because she's constantly bringing him up.
Yeah. And she's
like,
a single mom working at the Beef and Brew.
And like they make it a point for when she's meeting with the principal, which is Jack in disguise. Like she's like, "Oh, I gotta get back to work." So like she's constantly working because if she wasn't, she would know Jack because her son's always hanging out with him. But she's always working. I feel bad for her.
Yeah,
she's great in this.
She's really good. Yeah. I do. I feel really bad. And they never clear it up. Like all of a sudden she's just at the graduation at the end.
Yeah. And I have a question in our famous segment called Questions about that.
So do I. So you know what? Let's put a little pin in that and we'll go back to it in our questions.
Sure.
Hey, did you know if you lock a kid in a room for 10 years, it fucks him up?
Yes.
Okay.
From experience.
Jack hisses like a cat and barks like a dog. Like, you're not going to make friends doing that, Brage.
Yeah. Yeah. But he does.
Yeah. Yeah. Those weird kids always like stuck together, though.
Yeah, that's true. Don't I know it?
Yeah.
I also have a note about Fran Drescher. Fran Drescher saying diarrhea is pretty funny.
Oh, of course.
I'm pretty easy to please.
They ask Jack, speaking of easy to please, they ask Jack if he's ever had a boner.
Yeah.
And that had me dying. And then they all just start farting. And I was really expecting Jack to shit his pants.
Actually, in my notes, it just says, "Hey, Rob, you ever get a boner?"
No.
Oh, no, Robbie.
I feel like there's more than one instance of boner talk in this. Am I wrong?
Maybe. I don't know. This movie's a little horny, which is weird.
This movie, I feel like this movie doesn't know what it's supposed to be.
No, because it takes violent shifts.
Yes.
Like you said, the first half of the movie, it's like, hey, this is a lighthearted comedy. And then right at the halfway mark, it's like, you're going to die, Jack. You're going to die any minute now, you piece of shit. It's fucked. It's fucked. The pacing is fucked.
It's like I was watching this, having a surprisingly good time, even though Bill Cosby, you were a teacher. You absolutely should have said no to going up there with all those kids.
Yeah, that also concerned me. Why? What are you doing?
Yeah, that was not a good idea.
I understand that Jack is doing that because he respects him, but you politely decline.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah.
Have to. Oh, I'm sorry. When they're looking at the Penthouse magazine, which is in this Disney movie.
Yes.
Did you hear what one of the kids asks?
No.
Do you think our moms look like that?
That's an innocent question.
I was losing it because they really were just being ridiculous. It felt like a lot of stuff was just, that's a first draft and it's staying in because no one's saying no.
Yeah. It's weird, but also strangely accurate, you know? Like a 10-year-old who doesn't know how to feel about this.
Yeah.
I feel like they're like, I know I'm supposed to like this, but like nothing's going on down there yet, you know?
Yeah, I guess.
So you're just gonna be asking weird questions, you know?
Do you think our mom? That's a weird fucking
That's
question.
a weird question, but that's a weird group of kids.
That is true.
I liked how when Franny Dresch was flirting with Jack and Louis, he's like, "Here she goes.
Yeah.
My mom's a fucking slut." But again, that made me feel bad.
Yeah, I felt so
Yeah.
bad for her. Well, did you hear the way Robin Williams described her to his parents? She's what
Um,
Grandpa calls a real piece of work.
this movie's funny.
It is very funny for the first half.
Yes. Yeah.
I need to stress that we haven't even reached the halfway point yet.
Not because the front half is pretty good.
It's a good time. It's a good time. One of the kids says, "Hey, Lewis," yeah, Lewis, sir, and I popped pretty hard at that.
I would have said very good.
Yeah.
That kid with the glasses, he says when I think when Robin Williams or Jack, who he plays in this movie, I don't know if you knew that.
I do.
He gets in the treehouse and like he kind of pushes him over, and the kid with the glasses goes like, "Oh, I got a bad hip." That's funny. That's good stuff. Jack is a lot like you. He's really eager to have a sleepover with a group of 10-year-olds.
Very good. Very,
Gotcha.
very good. There was a deleted scene in this movie, actually, where they say, we caught Jack playing doctor with Susie. Long story short, he is going to be tried as an adult. She's hurt.
Oh my good golly gosh. This was already kind of a weird, dark movie.
That's not true. That's not true.
I know.
Okay. Yeah, I was like,
Playing along.
Good. I'm stressing that for the idiots that actually are still listening. Because you have to be really fucking dumb to keep listening to this drivel.
Drivel?
Yeah.
I barely know her. All right. So, like I said before, there are glimpses of Robin Williams here. Like he asks that kid if he's Dr. Kevorkian.
Yes.
Like you're supposed to be 10, dude.
Yeah, no. I think he's like, yeah.
Yeah. And then when he gets the hustler and he sees a nun behind him, and he's like, "Oh, and a picture of the Pope," which is a great joke.
It really is.
But a 10-year-old is not gonna.
No, absolutely not. No, that's a 15-year-old. A 15-year-old makes that joke.
Yeah. But again, Robin Williams is just Robin Williamsing.
Yeah. Know? When Robin Williams starts to get all sad about dying young, and he's like doing the math 28 times 4, and he does that easily, but he couldn't spell when earlier. Okay.
Well, there are kids who are better at math than reading.
Yeah, okay. He spelled every other word correctly, but while he's like getting all sad, you actually hear the kid who wanted to be a gynecologist giving his presentation about being a gynecologist.
That's fucking great. I missed all that. I don't know why.
I was losing my shit because it's very serious. And he's like, "I just want to be alive." And you hear the kid talking about gynecologist.
That's like the moment in the movie where it's like, what?
Yeah.
This is the route we're going?
Yeah, all of a sudden we're like, oh.
Yeah, what do I want to be when I grow up? Alive. Like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That is dark.
Yeah, because this is where he tries to kiss his teacher, and he has a angina.
Very good. Very, very good, Robbie. Very good.
But this is parents' fault because they never told him no.
Yeah, they never told him, like, "Hey, you are a danger to yourself because you're 40 and you're sprinting like you're 10. Jack asks the nurse for a blowjob. He says, "Can I have a sucker?"
Stupid.
Yeah.
Jack goes to the Memories nightclub, and when he's at the club, for some reason, we have to watch a guy puke.
Yeah. But we also get
Michael McKean.
Michael McKean.
With more boner talk.
Yep.
Because, yeah, I was right. There's more boner talk because he's sitting there telling him how he had erectile dysfunction.
Yeah, he was like, I couldn't. He was like impotent he was like, oh yeah, I just couldn't get it going. And Jack is like, that happens, I guess.
I'm going, who is this for? Who is this movie for at this point?
Yeah, I understand having Jack go, like, even if you kept this 100% comedy, having him go to a bar is ripe for that material. It makes sense that he would do that because, like, this is where I think I belong. But to play it again the way they played it is very strange.
But is this a children's movie or not?
It is halfway through until it's just not.
But even the jokes early on about like being a gynecologist and stuff, like,
and that's okay because, like,
no, it is not okay in a children's movie for a kid to say to his teacher, "You're the reason I want to be a gynecologist."
I mean, that's fucking gold.
It's hilarious. But you know what's worse? You know what her reaction to that is?
No, what is it?
She doesn't tell him off that was sexual harassment. She doesn't tell him that's inappropriate. She just goes, "You better take this very seriously because it's a big part of your grade." I was like, you can't do that in a kid's movie.
I mean, 90s kids movies are a little, they had a little bit of an edge.
I guess, yeah.
And like a lot of 90s kids movies would have a little bit of darkness, but this just takes such a weird turn. Like a complete 180. Yeah. It's like funny. You're gonna die, Jack.
You're gonna die young.
Yeah, you're gonna die in like 4 years, brother.
Because then there we have Fran Drescher, and she tries to like make out with him and stuff.
Yeah, and then he's like he's going for it because he's like, this is what I'm supposed to do. I'm 40. Yeah. But then he's like, you're Louis's mom. She's like, yeah, but like it's whatever. You're the principal. It's whatever. Yeah. Like, she doesn't know he's his fucking best friend, it's just all fucked.
It's weird. Again, right here, you're feeling bad for Jack. You're feeling bad for Fran Drescher. You're feeling bad for Jack's parents. Like, this is sad.
Yeah, how do you like that bully, though? He's like, how about I punch you in the head? And Jack's like, yeah, well, you got Zachary disease.
Yeah, he says the same. And she goes, yeah. My son says that.
My son says it. What the fuck is going on?
I guess that was her realizing that he's a child.
She's like, my son says that. Why am I so turned on?
Oh boy. Oh boy.
What's going on? What's wrong with me? There is some genuinely good stuff, though. Like the scene where Bill Cosby comes up when Jack's all depressed after his heart attack. His fart attack, Rob.
Oh, fuck.
But
no, he just has angina.
Nice.
No, that's what it is. They say it in the movie.
Yeah.
No, it's not a heart attack.
I thought angina was a heart attack.
Oh, is it? I'm gonna look it up now because I looked it up.
I could be wrong.
I was told it wasn't because I kept calling it a heart attack, and I was told it wasn't.
Okay.
It's just a type of chest pain caused by a reduced blood flow to the heart.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, angina pectoris. Guys can never find the pectoris. Am I right, nice. Ladies?
Very good. When Jack had the heart attack, the angina, and like hits the floor, like rolls down the steps. When I was a kid, that would get me. I'd be like, oh no. This time I was like, okay. It didn't do it for me. I don't know.
I get it. Because you knew he wasn't dying.
Right. But you know what did get me a little bit? Was when Louis runs up to him and he's like, somebody help. I was like, that's pretty good.
Yeah. There was some good kid acting in this.
Yeah, genuinely.
There was generally some really good child acting in this.
Yeah. But there's some good stuff in that scene where Bill Cosby comes up and he like tries to get him out of his funk. And then like he's like, you know what? You know what you are? You're a shooting star. Like 1 in a million.
Don't you know?
Yep. And Jack goes, but I just want to be a regular star. And he's like, you can't because you're spectacular. Now, that's pretty good. It's corny, but it's pretty good. But it's weird that he says it as he gives up on him.
That's the thing. I get the sense that he's just trying not to work in here. Because right when he gets back, he goes, maybe you put him back in school.
Yeah, I'm tired of this kid. I ate a weird concoction of like worms and shit.
Yeah, for this
And then
fucking kid.
And then I fell out of a treehouse.
Surprisingly, I'm not in prison.
Yeah. Also, in that scene, when the treehouse collapses, that last bit where it actually hits the ground and everybody rolls out, there's no cuts in that last that like there's 1,000 cuts before it, but like
Yeah, I
there's
was
no
gonna say.
cuts at the very end of it. And it's actually all of those people just like rolling out of a fucking treehouse. Like it's actually Bill Cosby. Like I don't know how old he was back then. We're taking a risk, my guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I think that it is weird that he says that like, hey, you're great and you're always gonna be great, but I can't help you. I'll see you later. Like he just fucking bounces and you don't see him until the very end of the movie. That's weird.
It is. It is weird. I'm just backtracking a little bit because at one point, remember when Jack is like sliding down the stairs in the box?
Yeah.
If your body is supposed to be 40, you are not just getting back up after doing that.
No. Not at all.
I did get a couple of guilty laughs at two parts. One,
Okay,
the kids freaking out when Jack touches their basketball.
Yeah.
I don't know why that popped me. But also when his dad was like, all right, if you need anything, give me a holler.
Yeah.
Like, that is your 10-year-old son, my brage.
Yeah. Yeah. I did like their relationship where like he'd go to his mom, but like when his dad was home, or like he'd call his dad. I was like, that's nice.
Yeah.
This is a good like they're a pretty good family unit. You know, it's believable.
Yeah.
But I'm fast forwarding to the end of the movie just because that's my note here.
That's fine. I bounced around because I just remembered that I wanted to make that point.
Zero old guy makeup on Robin Williams. Like they do this fucking slow ass pan up from his ankles to his face, and it's just Robin Williams. They just like painted his eyebrows and hair white.
Yeah.
It's like, you didn't fucking do anything.
And
then he
That's
like
fine.
he walks all slow, but then like after he gives his speech, he's like, woo, and he's fine.
Yeah.
Like, what's going on here, guys? What's going on?
What are we doing?
He gives the darkest speech of all time. He's like, I'm going to make this short, just like my life. And people laugh. They're like, yeah, that's so funny. This man is dying.
Even his parents and young sister are like,
yeah. But like, he gives this very dour and dark speech about how life is fleeting. And he gets a really excited crowd giving him a standing ovation. It's very disconnected. They're like, yeah, death. Yeah.
The kid's gonna fucking die.
You're gonna die, brother. Yeah. Yeah. This movie is a giant piece of corn, but it's not horrible.
It's not horrible, but it's all over the place.
Yeah, it's like it's middle of the road, and it's just insane that the director of the Godfather trilogy made this, you know?
Yeah. But this movie's all over the fucking place.
It is. But when it's good, it's good.
Yeah. Oh, I had a good time at points.
Yeah.
I thought parts of it were really funny.
Yeah, and it's bookended by really, really awful, like schmaltzy 90s music.
Oh my god, because it's the
Like,
same song.
Oh, it is. Okay. Well, it's dreadful.
It's awful. It's fucking terrible.
Yeah. Like, you could say what you want about like drum sounds, and like the 80s had some wacky ones where it sounds like a shotgun every fucking snare hit. And that's fine. The 90s, like the cheesy fucking 90s snare sound is fucked. Get that shit out of my fucking face.
Look at this baby taking a shit.
Like you can't
flowing out his hole. Can you clean it?
Very good. You can't go wrong with the score. And there is a score in this movie.
The music is bad in this. No, the score is bad in this.
Sure, but like it's way better than that 90s drivel.
Yes. But then again, it's in the background. I feel like if you put it at the forefront, you'd notice it and go, what the fuck?
Yeah, but like throw it at the credits. Like, who cares?
Yeah.
It's whatever. I don't know. Just get that shit out of my... That dates the movie 1,000 years. Way more than anything else in this movie. Is that shitty song. I don't know who wrote it. I don't know who sings it.
It's Bryan Adams doing it. I looked it up.
Oh, it's Bryan Adams. Summer of 69, huh?
Yeah.
Summer of 69 himself.
I guess, dude.
You think he plays that shit live?
Probably.
Think people are like, yo, play a song from Jack.
Oh, from Jack. I think that's Summer of '69. I was like, no, he definitely plays Summer of '69 live.
That's his fucking closer.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know why he wouldn't. He's one of those asshole artists who refuses to play his hits.
Yeah, he's Bob Dylan.
Yeah. Oh my God.
You have anything else to say about this very strange, not as bad as everybody thinks movie? It's got 19% on Rotten Tomatoes.
I don't think that's that.
No,
ludicrous.
it's not that. No, it's not that bad.
No, I didn't say that's that ludicrous. I wouldn't give it a 19 out of 100.
No. In fact, let's go to Letterboxd, Robbie.
Yo, that's a great idea. We should go to Letterboxd. And we're going to have a fight, I think.
Okay, well, what would you give this?
Oh, let me pull up Letterboxd.
Now he's got to pull up Letterboxd.
You told me. I would give this 2 stars.
See, I would go 2.5. Like I said, this is middle of the road. It's good, and then it's not. It's
all right, fine.
It's half good.
I'll give you 2.5.
We've done it.
Half good. See, that's where our difference is good, because half good would be 2, because 4 is good.
I always thought,
because it's a 5-star rating.
Right, 5 stars. So 2.5 is like half. It's like it's just there. It's not great. It's not bad.
I gave it 2.5 stars. If I were to give this a grade out of 100, I'd probably give it a 40.
Okay. If I were to give it a grade, I'd give it a 50. Right down.
So it still fails.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Because it's pretty breezy. Like I would watch this. Like I might put this on. I don't know if I'd put this on.
I would not put this on again. I would have no interest in watching this again.
No, I'm saying like for my class.
You cannot put this on for your class.
No.
That's the problem. There's also no reason to watch this because you can't watch it with kids. It's not like this is a family movie you're going to sit around and watch for a good time.
You could watch this with kids. It's just like at the end they're going to be bored because it's like, we're talking about fucking death.
Yeah.
And there's a way to do death in a kid's movie. Like Pixar does it all the time, and they do it very well. But like, this is not it. That's not how you do it. It's not, hey, everything's great. You're gonna die in a little bit. You're gonna be dead.
Hey, Andy, I have 2 questions.
Okay, I also have 2 questions.
Oh, sweet. You want to go first?
Sure.
Go for it. Questions.
Does Fran Drescher's character know the deal with Jack by the end of the movie? Because she's there at the graduation.
Yeah, she must, because that's actually, I have the same question. Or it's very similar.
And I think you see her face when he walks up there. Like, she has a bit of a confused face.
They talk to each other.
So, like, she might be like, wait.
She had to know by that point, because if her son was still friends with Jack for the last 7 years.
Yeah.
She had to know.
Weird.
Yeah.
Remember that time I almost fucked your mom?
When I was 10?
When I was fucking 10?
Questions. When Bill Cosby found out he was going to be in a movie with Diane Lane, Fran Drescher, and Jennifer Lopez, who do you think he called first? His wife or his pharmacist?
Boom. We got him. When they were making that concoction for him to eat, I was like, I hope nobody else eats that because he probably put something in it.
Questions.
What do Jack's parents do for a living? Now, I understand that gets answered because I wrote this before that, the photography scene.
Yeah.
But that house is fucking huge.
Yeah, it's huge. His dad makes porn. His dad clearly works for a dirty magazine.
But is that big money?
I have no idea. But that
Maybe in the 90s.
I was expecting when they got the penthouse, I was expecting them to open it up and you'd see like the same exact shoot his dad was filming.
Yeah. Huh. All right. Maybe it's old money. Maybe it's passed down,
Yeah.
Whatever.
Questions. Does Louis know about Jack and his mom? Like, does he know his mom was like, I kissed your friend because I thought he was a 40-year-old man?
Well, Louis is pretty wise, like beyond his years, because he even says, he's like, she's always looking for love in the wrong places.
Yeah.
And it's like, wow, that's pretty profound for a 10-year-old. Like,
it's true, yeah.
So maybe Jack told him and he was like, yeah, it's mom.
It's very possible, yeah.
Yeah.
I have trivias.
I also have
6 trivia.
I also have 6 trivia.
Act trivia.
Nice.
I'll go first. What cartoon character does Jack have when he jumps into bed with his parents? Mickey Mouse.
What stuffed animal does Jack have when he asks his parents if he could sleep with them? Let's say it together.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Stimpy. Yeah.
Wow.
All right.
When's Jack's birthday?
Hey, let me ask you. When is Jack's birthday?
Jesus Christ. All right, let's say it. 3, 2, 1. September 12th. Wow.
Hey, actually, you know what's interesting about that? His birthday, September 12th, yet his mom goes into labor during a Halloween party. What the fuck, everyone?
Holy shit. Holy shit. This movie's Swiss cheese because Robbie just poked a couple of fucking holes right there. Fucking know what I'm saying.
There was an earthquake the night before Jack's first day of school, according to the radio. Also, they were listening to the Z Morning Zoo.
Okay.
Remember the Z Morning Zoo? That was also Mark Coppola was doing the radio voice there. But,
really?
Yeah. But what was the earthquake? What did it measure on the Richter scale? 3.2, 1.4, 3.8, 2.9.
You go 1.4.
No.
2.9.
No.
What were the other ones?
3.2 or 3.8?
3.2.
Yes.
Nailed it.
Very good.
Which Power Ranger mask does Jack's mom wear when she's answering the door for Louis? Is it the Green Ranger, the Blue Ranger, the White Ranger, or the Red Ranger?
White.
Correct.
Yes.
I don't remember if that's white or gold, but
in my head, I was thinking yellow.
No, it wasn't yellow.
Okay.
But
I got it right anyway.
I can't remember.
What is the Powell's house number? 17, 18, 19, or 20?
18.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, shit. Pulled that right out of my tushy. All right. Who was the original choice to play Jack? Was it Jim Carrey, Tom Hanks, Bill Murray, or Robin Williams?
Robin Williams.
Incorrect.
Tom Hanks.
Correct.
I think after he did Big, he wasn't going to do Jack, though.
Yeah, and you know who was the top choice for Big?
Robin Williams.
Robin Williams.
Interesting.
Which movie's better?
I've never seen Big.
Oh, Big is good. Big's a good movie. It also has a similar situation with, like the Jennifer Lopez kind of thing. But it's weird. It's got a weird thing, but it's a good movie.
Hey, at what age did Jack start to shave? 2, 3, 4, or 5?
5.
No.
4.
Yes.
Because what would it be, 16?
Yeah.
So that math?
That was really good,
Human calculator.
Very good.
When did you start shaving, Robbie?
Probably around that time too, I guess. When I was 4. No, I don't know. Early teens, I guess. When I started growing little peach fuzz.
I don't remember, honestly. I just remember somebody being like, "You gotta start shaving, buddy." I was like, oh, okay.
When I was a little kid, my parents had bought us these like child Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, like shaving cream and razors. And my brother and I used to practice fake shaving all the time.
Adorable.
Yeah. We were doors. These people would walk right through us.
Oh, no. Which actor wanted to play Jack but was turned down because Disney was apologizing to Robin Williams? Was it Tim Allen, Jim Carrey, John Travolta, or Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Tim Allen.
No.
What are the other three options?
Jim Carrey, John Travolta, or Arnold?
Travolta.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
What size shoe is Jack's father? 11 and a half, 11, 10 and a half, or 10?
11.
Yes.
Nailed it.
Very good.
Nailed it.
Well, that's it, right?
That's it. Yo, I wrote a song.
Oh, shit, me too. Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
I ain't got nothing to flip.
Oh, I got you there, Robbie. Heads or tails?
Heads.
Okay, it is tails.
Ooh.
So what kind of song you? Oh, excuse me.
My song is pretty slow.
Okay, you go first.
Okay. So my song is called Up in My Room. And it's a pretty slow jam.
Come on and jam.
Nice. And you'll notice I repeat a verse in this. And what happened was I meant to write another verse. And then after I was like, sweet, I'm done, I realized there was a whole verse that I hadn't recorded. So I just copied it. And it happened to be the first verse of the song. Anyway, this also came in right under the wire as I was editing it right before we jumped on.
Yeah, that's funny because my song also repeats the first verse.
Interesting.
Huh.
Do we write the same song?
Yes.
Oh my God. All right. My song is called Up in My Room, and it goes like this.
Up in my room, I can hear what they say. I watch through the window as they laugh and play. Don't be afraid, 'cause I'm just like you, a confused little boy, 'cause everything is new. I still feel young, but I'm growing old.
That was my song called Up in My Room.
I really like those harmonies on the chorus.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. It took me a while, even though I was in a rush. I was in a rush, and I was like, you ever in a rush, but you're doing too much to try to get it done in the rush?
I've never been in the band Rush. No.
Um, okay. Well, what I'm saying is like when you're rushing, you're physically rushing.
I'm also not from Russia.
Hello.
Oh shit, Robbie's with
Hey,
Putin.
have you ever been in a rush?
Yes, no, I know exactly what you mean.
So like I was like trying to do them, and it's like so I feel like the editing is sloppy, and I'll probably mix it a little bit from what you're hearing, so the audience won't know. They won't know. But I know I thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I don't know. I wrote a slow. It was sad, so I wrote a slow, sad song.
Cool.
Yeah.
Did you feel anything at the end of this movie?
No.
No. Yeah. When I was a kid, I was like, this is the saddest thing I've ever seen.
No.
And now I was just like, why is this sad? You
For
know?
for a very long time, I was combining the scene with his little like heart episode with
Yeah.
the end, and for some reason, in my mind, I always thought he like had a heart attack and died right after giving his graduation speech, like Dewey Cox.
Yeah. They put it, like he drives away with his friends like Jack died later that day.
I did. I don't know why. My whole life, I just thought he died like walking off the stage.
Huh.
My whole life, since I saw it when I was 7.
Wow.
Yeah. Tell me about your song.
Okay, my song is called Jack. I was going to call it something else, but I feel like it would have been too on the nose.
Happy Jack.
That's a different thing, Robbie.
Oh, my bad. My bad.
That's
my
a
bad.
that's a The Who song. I
My
believe.
bad.
So yeah, it's called Jack. I had some fun with the lyrics, I'll say that.
Coolio.
No.
Jack, you are a shooting star, and you could go so far, but you're gonna die. Jack, you are a shooting star, and you could go so far, except you're gonna die. In a couple of years, you're gonna die. Not right now, but give it time. I'll be sad to see you go, but you're gonna die. Jack, all your friends won't die. They'll all be super alive, and you're gonna die. Jack, you're just not long for this world. Way bigger than the boys and girls, and you're gonna die. I'll be sad to see you go, but you're gonna die.
So I was originally gonna call that "You're Gonna Die," but I don't know.
I love the guitar sound on that. That was very like early 70s guitar sound.
Yeah, I use my Super Overdrive. It's yellow.
Yeller.
Yep. But
don't yell, man.
gonna take it out back and shoot it
Oh no.
because it's Yeller. But yeah, I just thought it was funny that the whole movie's like, hey, like there's an underlying you're gonna die
Yeah.
throughout like the entire movie. Like even the dad starts talking to the mom, and like Jack overhears it, and the dad's like, Jack's probably gonna fucking die soon, so we should have another kid.
We should replace him.
Yeah, and she's like, what if the same thing happens? He's like, give it a shot. Let's fuck.
He has a good point. He's like, no one said that's a possibility.
Yeah, but it's also like, you already did it. Let's fucking do it again.
Yeah.
Just have a bunch of fucking
Monsters.
40-year-olds running around. Yeah. But yeah, I thought that was I mean, it's to the detriment of the movie,
Yes.
but yeah, I just figured I'd just I wanted to put in every aspect of the song, like you're gonna die. It's in every verse, it's in every chorus, and yeah, that's my song. It's called
I like
Jacques.
Jacques. Oh,
Oui.
I am getting old, but I am only 10.
The frog's legs, the fleur de lis, the baguette.
Oh,
C'est
bonjour, je
spaghetti.
m'appelle. Comment tu t'appelles? Je
Oh,
m'appelle Robert. Comment ça va? Ça va très bien.
en français?
Parlez-vous le français?
En français?
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
If you're still listening, thank you so much. We
Hey.
really appreciate you.
Correct our French. roidsreview@gmail.com.
There was nothing wrong with mine.
You're right. You're right. Absolutely
Yeah.
right. Andy,
Oh, what's that, Robbie?
what are we doing next week?
Let me tell you right here, right now. We are starting Martin Scorsese September, or Martin Scores Timber, or Marty Scorsese.
Very good.
And the first movie we're doing is Taxi Driver.
Yeah.
Talk about dark.
Talk about sharks, right?
Yeah, talk about malarkey.
All right, Joe Biden. Do you get those emails from Joe Biden where he's like, I'm going to destroy malarkey or whatever?
No, he probably goes in my spam folder if I get him at all.
Yeah, I get them. I was like, I don't want the president of the United States talking about malarkey. So I also will not donate money to you. Eat shit.
Yeah, no. Hey, how about you fucking get some money out of the fucking $10 billion that you get in tax breaks from having all your businesses in Delaware, you son of a bitch.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that goes for...
That's
that
what you
goes
get for doing
everyone.
anything in Delaware.
Not true, Robbie.
Yeah.
I preside here.
Yeah, you do it for the taxes so you don't have to pay your workers, Andy. We know.
I don't have workers, Robbie.
Yeah, okay, Andy. I've seen them chained up in your basement.
No, Robbie, those are my workers.
Oh no. Okay. You can find us on Instagram, on TikTok, on Threads, on X, on YouTube at the Royds Band.
Hey. You can find our music. You go to Spotify, Apple Music, Deezer, and you type in the Royds, and you will find 2 albums and a Christmas song, and you will like them. And
You
if
will
don't-
like them.
Yeah, if you don't, it's not possible. You will like them.
We'll get yous.
We'll get you. You go to for the podcast songs, you go to theroids.bandcamp.com, and you will find a plethora of songs about movies, such as the 2 you heard today.
Ooh.
We've done movies like Jaws. We've done movies like Starship Troopers.
We've done Shrek.
Shrek. We did all 4 Shreks in Shrektember last year. Check that out.
Yeah.
We've done so many movies. Check them all out. Thank you so much for listening. Leave a 5-star review. Tell your friends, and have a good time.
Good job. Hey, you know what I forgot to mention before?
What's that?
You know how you could tell this is a pre-Columbine movie?
Why is that?
Because Diane Lane says in a school, if anyone bullies you, I'll kill them.
That's true, yeah. Yeah.
Eh,
Well, when did Columbine happen?
the year after.
Really? 97?
Yeah.
I always thought it was 94.
Well, nope. It was Hitler's birthday, 1997.
Yikes.
So the day that every celebrates, that's getting cut. All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody. Next week is Taxi Driver.
Scores 10B.
Scores 10 Bs.